Hello everyone and welcome back to another Minecraft update video. It is Snapshot 17w49a. This came out yesterday. I'm making the video today due to time constraints, and we are currently in a world you might recognise. It's where we did our custom crafting tutorial. If you'd like to find out about custom crafting, there'll be a link to that tutorial in the description box down below. You can make recipes like this if that's what you really wanted. And in this update there is one major new feature which is related to custom crafting called tags, but we're going to come back to that in a second, because there is something much more important to be talked about at the moment. There is a game-breaking bug in this for redstoneers. If you're a redstone, if you like redstone contraptions, something we've relied on for ages has been broken. This feature has been in the game for 6 years. It has been reported as a bug and then marked as a feature, and in this update it has been broken with a statement from Grum, the developer of the game, who's said that it's going to go back to normal, but in the future this might get broken again. So let's check it out. We're going to create a one-tick pulse going into a sticky piston, and that is a sticky piston, just to clarify. And you'll see that the block didn't get left behind. Now this is a feature of sticky pistons that's been around for a long time. One tick pulse going into it, it would actually leave the block over here. So this would allow you to create a T flip-flop. You press a button to turn the lamp on, and you press it again to turn it off. But now the piston is going to pull the block back with it with a one tick pulse going into it, which is going to break so many contraptions that people rely on. It's going to change a core part of redstoning itself. Something that you always go to is this feature when you're making redstone contraptions, and although in the next snapshot it sounds like it'll be back to normal, it is going to break at some point in the future. So let's check out the statement that Grum has issued. The piston dropping its block is not a feature. Nothing in the code supports it being a feature either. This is why when you do changes in other places in the code, it suddenly stops working. The behavior from before the snapshot has been restored by fixing another bug. Do not expect the piston dropping a block to be in the game forever without changes. If you need to drop the block, push a glazed terracotta. You can only push the block and not pull it. Personally, I don't agree with the logic of that statement. This has been reported as a bug in the past, and then it was confirmed to be a feature, and it seems like whatever developer's working on something has their own opinion on how things could be. And saying that the code is the reason you can't do something, to me, doesn't make any sense. If the code started spawning squid in the sky in the middle of the day, then you'd say, oh, that's, a bug, we've got to change it. You wouldn't say, oh, that's how the code works, so that's what's going to be. We're not talking about a game that's new and fresh, absorbing lots of new players. Minecraft has a massive fan base. It's been around for years now, and we're not talking about changing the game for consistency, for new players coming in the door. There's not as many new people coming in as there once was. We're talking about a massive player base used to seeing things in a particular way and having the fundamentals of a part of the game changed for them. I mean, that's disrupting a large part of your player base, and I just don't get the logic of changing these things at all. So as it currently stands, this will go back to normal in the next snapshot, which probably means for 1.13 we're safe. But at some point in the future, apparently this is going to go back to, working like this, and that's just going to make redstone a headache once again, because that's such a useful feature and we've been using it for years. Moaning aside, we have the last major feature to be added in the 1.13 update. This is called tags. It is basically an extension to the crafting system that allows you to group items together. So I've added a custom crafting recipe, not for leather boots, but for a saddle. Wouldn't it be cool if with some leather and wool we could craft ourselves a saddle? Well, there are many different types of wool in this game, and what you can do is use a tag to define a list of items that are interchangeable in a crafting recipe. Now currently I couldn't actually get this to work outside of the default recipes. I even tried to use the exact same ones, which was a list of wools as well. So what we're going to do now is go and look at the files on my computer. We are looking inside of the data pack. The data pack is called Custom Crafting. This is the pack meta file. Then we go into the namespace. We'll refer to that later on. And then inside of here we have structures, recipes, loot tables, functions, advancements, all these things that can be customized, and now tags as well. And these are the two default ones that are used in vanilla. So planks has a list of all the different types of planks, and then walls has a list of all the different types of walls. If I go into here, I've opened up the wall list from the data pack, and you can see it just lists all the different walls. So when you put that reference to the tag inside of your crafting recipe, it means you can use any one of these in that slot, which is extremely useful. Now, I don't know if this also supports stuff like MPT data, but I hope that will be added at some point. If we go to our custom crafting recipe, you can see instead of typing item, I've written tag instead, and then it says Minecraft wall. So that refers to the vanilla list of tags, basically the different items. Now what you're supposed to do here is type in the namespace, and my namespace is custom recipe, or recipes even, like that. Unfortunately, it doesn't work when I do this, and I've copied the same file that the game uses to the correct folder. So if we go look at our namespace over here, custom recipes, and then we go into tags, that's the file that I'm referring to, and it doesn't work when I do it that way around, which means at the moment I can't currently make a custom list of items to make another sort of demonstration. I don't know if that's a bug or if I've done something wrong here, but I followed the instructions on the website, and potentially this is what it would look like if the feature actually worked. As in most snapshots, there are lots of bug fixes, most of which relate to the 1.13 development cycle. There is one bug that actually relates to Minecraft 1.9. This has been in the game for that long. It's not really a big deal actually, but if you had a block covering the top of a chest, you can't open it, and that would actually stop hoppers from taking items out of it as well. That has now been changed so that hoppers can actually take the items from the chest even if the player can't open the chest. So a small and subtle change, but that's, I guess, one of the other things to talk about. So that's it from me, this snapshot video. If you have enjoyed it, then leave a like and let me know what you think about this change over here with a comment down below, and check out the custom crafting tutorial if you want to learn on how to make your own custom crafting and add it to your world. But that's it from me. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.